Yeah, hi, I'm Shark Whitebeard at Shark's Tavern here, making another video. The name of this video is going to be Buccaneers, Rogues and Kindred Spirits. Basically a follow-up to our other video, which was called Pirates, Outlaws and Scallywags. Basically, just telling some of the fun, interesting people that I ran into at the Pirate Festival. And I remember there was a crew, there was a pirate crew of little kids. It was like about, I don't know, 7 or 8 kids. They're all dressed like pirates, and you could tell one of the kids was probably the captain, and they're walking around. It was probably about, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, pretty hot outside, and I'm sitting there at Shark's Tavern by myself. And the whole crew's walking around, and there's nobody in the tavern. So I said, hey, why don't you kids come on in and sit down? So they all come in and they sit at the bar here. And I said, you guys like some root beer? And the one kid, the captain, goes, yeah. He goes, and I pull out the root beer. He goes, just give me the bottle. He said it like this. He goes, just give me the bottle. And I go, no. I said, I'm not going to give you the bottle. I'll give you as many drinks as you want, but I'm not going to give you the bottle. So I give them all a bunch of cups, line up a bunch of cups, and I pour it to him. I pour it to all these kids, and he just grabs it like a shot glass, and he just chugs it like that, like a shot glass. He goes, give me another one. And he said it like that. So I poured him another one, then he does another shot, and then he goes like that. He goes, all right, and he tells everyone, let's go. And they all get up and they walk out. And I thought it was really funny and cute. I don't know if he was acting like that, like trying to be in character, like as a pirate, or what he saw other people, or what he perceived that pirates would act like, or he was just acting like that, like he just felt like, yeah, just do it this way. So it was pretty fun, a bunch of little kids. They looked like they were, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, maybe like 9 or 10, something like that. So that was kind of cool. Another thing that happened to me was I was sitting, and it was during the day. There was nobody at Shark's Tavern. I think people were out taking naps or something. It's pretty hot. And this big guy walks in, and he's wearing like a tank top. Big guy, probably, I don't know, he's probably over 6 foot, probably over 200 pounds. And he's wearing a tank top. He had a shaved head. He wasn't dressed like a pirate. And he's pretty well built, so the guy obviously had worked out and stuff like that. And he kind of had a goofy smile on his face. And he comes in, and he's just like right here. And he tells me, he starts telling me that last year at the Pirate Festival, which we were there last year, that he was being really rude, obnoxious, and belligerent. And that I knocked him out with one punch. I just knocked him flat. And he wanted to come over here and tell me that he didn't hold it against me. I thought, oh, is this guy going to try to start a fight or something? He's a pretty big guy. But he said that, he goes, no, he goes, I just want to tell you, man, I'm glad. I want to thank you for what you did. He says, I was being so rude and everything because I probably could have hurt somebody. And I probably would have got thrown in jail. So unless you did what you did, man, I don't know what would happen to me. And I'm saying, okay, well, okay. And I was thinking, man, if I knocked this guy, I don't think I could, when I was in my prime, I could have knocked this guy out, but that's what he said. So he's sitting here, and I give him a couple of shots of rum. And then this young guy walks in, and he's probably about the same size as this guy. He's a pretty big kid. And he had this long brown hair, goatee, and he's a Scotsman. He's actually from Scotland. Young guy, and he's wearing a kilt. And he's dressed like a Scotsman. He comes in, and he sits down like right here. And then when he sits down, this guy kind of like scoots over a thing and like scoots over right up next to him like that, like practically leaning on him. And I thought, oh no, maybe he's going to start a fight with this guy instead. I don't know. And this kid, I said, well, I'll let him handle it. They look about the same age, and this guy, the Scottish guy, was about the same size as this guy. So the Scotsman here, he's talking. I give him some pub mix, and I give him a couple shots of stuff. And then this guy, the bald-headed guy, goes, he said, you know what? He goes, I don't think you are a Scotsman. I don't think you're Scottish. I think you're Irish. And then this guy's saying, oh my laddie, what a terrible thing to say, or something like that. And he starts going, he goes, yeah, but this is Irish. And he starts talking, and he talks like in an Irish dialect. And he goes, this is Scottish. He goes, this is English. This is Welsh. And he goes, and this is whatever. And he goes to all these, this is Cockney. And he goes to all these different dialects. It was pretty cool, pretty funny. And then finally, this big guy here, he gets up and he leaves. And then the Scottish guy goes, hey, he goes, boy, that's a strange, it's kind of a strange lad, wasn't he? He goes, yeah, because I thought he wanted to start a fight or something. I said, yeah, I've never seen him before in my life. I said, but yeah, he seemed like that, but he walked away and nothing happened. The guy that killed was a really cool guy, really nice guy, and he was Scottish. And they have a thing called, at the Pirate Festival, they have a thing called the slave market. Now, I don't know exactly what they do, but he sold himself off as a slave, and he said he'd buy a group, and he played the drums, and they paid him in sterling, which is the currency of the Ren Fair. And some of the vendors and people will take sterling as money, and they use it as currency. So he said he got like 200 sterling for playing drums for 2 hours. And I told him, well, we don't really sell anything, but I said, but we did have a treasure chest, and we had we had rings and trinkets and skull and crossbone stuff. And I said, if you want to go dig through the treasure chest, I said, we can come up with a deal. So he did. He pulled out like a wolf ring with a wolf head, and he pulled another one out with a skull and crossbone ring, which were like, they were like metal stainless steel rings with like little, I'm sure they were fake little ornaments in their eyes and stuff. They looked pretty cool, but they were like $10 rings. And I told him I'd take 50 sterling each. And he said, oh yeah, he was all happy. He goes, yeah, and he bought 2 of the rings. So he was pretty cool, and the Scotsman kept coming back and forth the whole time, and he was a really nice guy, and people liked him. He liked shooting dice, he liked playing games and stuff like that. He was eating a lot of club mix when we were here, so really good guy. There was another group, there was a pirate crew the first year, and they came over to fight the Black Hand, and there was a whole crew of guys, and they came over with they had these rubber foam weapons, and they'd fight each other. And the way it works is you hit somebody like in the leg, they have to hold their leg like they were injured or something. Hit them in the arm, they couldn't use their arm. If you hit them in the head or something, they felt that it would kill them. They're supposed to drop like they're dead. And these groups would fight each other, so they came walking over. There was about 6 or 8 of them, and they were going to fight the Black Hand, which is right next to the Black Hand sounded an alarm. They only got like 2 or 3 guys were ready to go, and they jumped up and grabbed weapons, and they fought it out, and the 3 guys got killed, went down, and these guys were walking away, and then the 2 or 3 more Black Hand guys come running out, but too late. They said the crew just went around the corner, so they ran around the corner, and I didn't see what happened. But then they came back and they said, yeah, they got us, they killed us, but we kamikazed in there and we took out their captain, so at least we got them back somewhat. So there's a lot of groups in there having a really good time, and those are some of the Buccaneers, Rogues, and Kindred Spirits we met on that one.